Had a chance to drive a 2023 Maverick XL. This one's a 2-liter. Very built to a price point. Contrary to a lot of reviewers, I'm not sure how sold I am on the hard touch plastics all over. These are recycled bits, kind of curious. Fabric feels like probably will hold up okay. Looked at an XLT, also much nicer interior. I think the cost could be offset pretty easily by just the interior style, if nothing else. Back seat behind where I sit at a little over 6 feet tall. I mean, a person can ride back there, no question, but you know, you miss things like the cup holder, just as an example. Somebody stuck these trim rings on. Not a huge fan. Many of these have no bed liner. Very small bed, but I don't think that part is really that much of an objection for me. You know, nice enough looking little truck, but very jerky ride. Kind of surprised. I had seen a bunch of reviews that say how wonderful the ride is. I'm not overwhelmed by the ride, so more on that in a bit. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of a ride and drive too. An odd thing I noticed, I have my legs sitting straight ahead. The steering wheel is actually to the right of the seating position, which I find very unusual. Got a rotary dial to go to drive. You know, the rest of the interior is fine. It's cheap, but it's okay. But I'm going to demonstrate the ride, because candidly, it's a little shocking considering how much I had heard about how wonderful the ride was. This is, again, it's a 2-liter EcoBoost, so it's not the hybrid. I had heard the hybrids have kind of a tough ride, but this is the EcoBoost. It's a 2-wheel drive also, so we'll demonstrate the ride here in just a second. This is just an average rutted city street, and I don't know how well you can tell, but I have a Mustang GT, and I think this is easily, now some people call it sporty. You can see I'm holding my phone with my hand. I don't have my camera mount with me, but you can get a sense as I go over the bumps of how my hand is wiggling around. It's really a little disappointing and a little bit of a surprise, considering all I've heard about how wonderful the ride is. And of course, this one has the 17-inch wheels with the all-season tires. A lot of road noise, a lot of jitteriness. So the performance of the EcoBoost is actually pretty good. It's a little quirky here and there, but it definitely scoots when you step on it. And again, I have a Mustang GT, had a Stinger GT all-wheel drive. I've got, you know, the comparison. I mean, it's a pleasant enough to drive truck. I haven't had the chance to drive a hybrid yet, but again, you can see I'm on fairly smooth roads, but you see how my arm is wiggling around every bump we hit. It's definitely quote-unquote sporty. What's surprising to me is I have a Ram 2500 diesel 4-wheel drive that I don't believe rides much rougher than this does. Now, admittedly, it has longer wheelbase, but you know, it's a bit of a surprise. All right, we're gonna try this little speed. I mean, it's throw you back in your seat kind of pickup, so that part is very impressive. I like the overall size of the package. I mean, there's a lot of things to like about these, but the combo platter of the very plain interior, the super plasticky wheel, you know, I think for my money, I would want to go XLT. I'm trying to determine if the ride is even something I can live with. More out the windshield. Now this is on the highway. I'm trying my best to hold my hand still. So I'll be back with some wrap up here in a minute. Okay, so this particular truck has about 4,600 miles. You can see what I think is lifetime miles per gallon is at 26.8. You know, my initial impressions, having never driven one of these, the lack of power mirrors huge deal killer for me on any vehicle I buy. You know, there's going to be more than one user of the vehicle. I mean, that's tough. The interior's okay. I think I would definitely step up to an XLT. These seats appear to be durable. I don't know about, you know, for sure about long-term wear. You know, visibility is good. Back seat space, I think if you have children and you're thinking maybe, you know, as a kid hauling vehicle, kind of all-in-one solution, I think there's a lot to like about these. I'm really conflicted about that ride and disappointed, and I find it a little strange about the steering wheel being off to the right. So, you know, I'm really on the fence. The 2-liter is good. The transmission operates okay. I still think that part's in the running. I'm not sure I could live with the ride. So, you know, be your own judge. I thought these were just some points maybe that I hadn't seen in other reviews that might help you if you're considering one. You know, and you go from there. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Lots of car content on the channel, and I always appreciate you tuning in. Thank you.